US warships in the Caribbean, 21 maritime strikes, and now Trump signaling operations on land. Venezuela's leadership is sounding the alarm, vowing to defend the nation ready to die. A confrontation once confined to the sea is creeping towards something far more dangerous. Washington is signaling a new phase in its campaign against alleged drug-trafficking networks tied to Venezuela. During a Thanksgiving call with US service members, President Donald Trump said efforts to counter these networks could soon expand to targets on land, noting that maritime routes have already grown less active.
And in recent weeks, you've been working to deter Venezuelan drug traffickers, of which there are many. Of course, there aren't too many coming in by sea anymore, if you probably noticed that. From sending their poisons into the United States, where they kill hundreds of thousands of people a year. But we're going to take care of that situation. We're already doing a lot. We've almost stopped. It's about 85% stopped by sea. You probably noticed that. People aren't wanting to be delivering by sea. And we'll be starting to stop them by land also. The land is easier, but that's going to start very soon. We warned them, stop sending poison to our country.
Trump's comments arrive after weeks of internal briefings and a show of military force in the Caribbean, where more than a dozen US warships and thousands of troops have been deployed under Operation Southern Spear. The administration recently designated Nicolás Maduro and several Venezuelan officials as part of a foreign terrorist organization, a move that opens the door to additional sanctions but does not authorize strikes on Venezuelan territory. Trump said after recent briefings, senior officials have privately told lawmakers that current legal guidance limits US action to suspected drug operations at sea, though they have not ruled out future measures. At the same time, Venezuela is raising its alert posture as Maduro urged the country's armed forces to stay prepared amid heightened tensions with the United States.
Before this solemn act, marking the 105 years since the founding of the military aviation, and the 33 years since the birth of the Bolivarian character of our Bolivarian military aviation, I ask you to always remain unshaken in your serenity, alert, ready and willing to defend our rights as a nation, as a free and sovereign homeland. And I know that you will never fail Venezuela. I know that Venezuela counts on you if history were to demand it, that we would declare ourselves a republic in arms. Once again, history would see us rise. Once again, history would see us rise with the sacred standard of Miranda and Bolivar, the yellow, the blue, the red, the 8 stars.
Venezuela's Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino López affirmed the nation's readiness to defend its sovereignty against foreign aggression during a speech in Maracay, marking the 105th anniversary of the Bolivarian military aviation.
Do not make the mistake of attacking Venezuela. Do not make the mistake of coming for the people of Venezuela, because the people of Venezuela are ready. They are always ready alongside their armed forces to give the response that must be given. We are ready for everything. We are ready for combat. We are ready to die. We are ready, willing to respond to any aggression against the people of Venezuela, against its sovereignty, against its territorial integrity. And the Bolivarian military aviation knows that it must strike hard, wherever it must strike.
Since September 2nd, the American military has carried out 21 attacks in international waters, destroying 22 boats allegedly involved in narcotics trafficking in the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific. These operations, conducted without judicial procedures or a congressional declaration of war, have reportedly resulted in 83 deaths.